It is get you. It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're gonna be ranking our seasons of NBA 2K23 from best to worst. So, just to clarify, guys, we're not going to be ranking, how good the level 40 rewards are. We're ranking them as an overall season. So, for example, when we talk about Scottie Pippen or Season 1, we're going to be ranking it. Like, how good of a season was Season 1 compared to the other seasons that we saw this year, right? As far as content, as far as rewards, as far as just having fun playing the game, those types of things. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Before we dive any further into that, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure to smash that subscribe button as we're on the road towards 120,000 subscribers, guys. Really do appreciate all the recent support. You guys are absolutely ridiculous. Now, when we talk about Season 1, I'm going to put Season 1 in the good tier. Now, I think Season 1 starts with the fact that, look, the trophy case split the community. Some people loved the trophy case, others didn't like the trophy case. But as far as Season 1 is concerned in general, we saw a really good level 40 reward. No matter what your take is on the trophy case, no matter how much you really liked Season 1 in general, there's no denying how good Scottie Pippen truly was. Because Scottie Pippen was absolutely elite for his time. It was a fun grind. And honestly, guys, the trophy case, I feel like at least in Season 1, sure, we didn't know a lot about it, and that was more 2K's fault than anybody, but it was new, and I feel like I personally had a lot of fun with it. Again, a lot of people didn't, but it was fun, getting I call it a puzzle piece, right? Getting a puzzle piece, seeing where it fit in. Do you want to go for a pink diamond? Do you want to go for an opal and AD? Like, what your strategy was with that as well. So I'm going to put it in good tier. Again, I'm one. A lot of people don't want to see the trophy case back. I'm one, I feel like, not necessarily the trophy case, but something along those same type of lines that's explained, that's thought out, I think could be really good in the future. Now, when we talk about Season 2 in general, I'm going to put it in the average tier. Now, a lot comes with Season 2. Let's start with this. Trophy case, or not trophy case, level 40 card Devin Booker. How did he compare to Scottie Pippen? He was not nearly as good, right? Devin Booker wasn't horrible, but he just wasn't good. It's not like he was a top 3 card at his position. The trophy case goes on. It becomes, I would say, not quite as fun. A lot of people got an opal within that. I mean, it still was, I guess, new and somewhat fun. We weren't to the point where, people were getting useless pieces. I mean, that's really when, in my opinion, the trophy case went downhill. So I feel like in Season 2, people still enjoyed the trophy case in general. And then when we talk about, like, the content we saw in Season 2, right? Season 1 was pretty self-explanatory. Season 2, when you look at some of the content we got, it was okay. Again, this is when the start of Season 2 happened. We saw the Nightmare Packs. We saw a Halloween event that was fine. That's when Tim Thomas came out. Everybody really liked Tim Thomas. We also, in Season 2, saw the Kareem you could buy for $50 outright. That was decent as well. I didn't necessarily love Season 2 in general, but it was okay. And when we talk about it compared to a lot of the other seasons that we saw this in this type of thing, I'm going to put it in average tier. Now, Season 3, I've got it in the bad tier. And I think a lot of it starts with Trae Young, right? I mean, when you drop a level 40 card like Trae Young, you can't expect the season to be great. You can't expect the season to be fun. It's that simple. It's that easy. And so from Season 1 to Season 3, it just kind of went downhill, right? And then when we talk about Season 3, and again, there weren't really any rewards back then because you guys got to realize, the trophy case was still going on. And at the time of Season 3, the trophy case was getting a little bit too long, right? And that's one kind of negative side that I do see with the trophy cases. I just feel like it maybe went a little bit too long. We saw some decent things though, within Season 3 in general, with the events, stuff like that. We had the takeover event, or I'm gonna call it the takeover event. We saw, I think Bam was the ultimate reward. He was fine for that. we got daily content. And so I honestly, guys, I feel like season 3 was okay. My big problem with it is why are we seeing Trae Young is our level 40 reward, right? That's a big problem I have with it in general. The flash forward set was great. We saw literally daily content. It was fine. Season 3 objectively was fine. And if honestly, guys, the trophy case wasn't just going on too long, and if we had a better level 40, we could have seen season 3 all the way up in good tier. I mean, we saw daily content. It really wasn't that bad. It just, I can't put it any higher. Season 4, I'm going to throw in the average tier. Here's the deal, guys. With Season 4, level 40 Zach LaVine. He was bad, too. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and hype up a Zach LaVine because he was better than Trae Young. Zach LaVine was a bad ultimate reward when it comes down to Season 4. It's that simple. It is that easy. Now, the reason I like Season 4, it's simple, it's easy. Season 4 was a bad overall season outside of the 2-week events. Without the 2-week events, I would have hated it. I'm going to be completely honest with you. But within the 2-week events, we saw some decent cards. Like, we saw Big Wang. Y'all remember the Diamond Big Wang? Was pretty good. We saw, like, Pink Diamond Mel Daniels. We saw some solid cards. And then they locked in for your first takeover reward, which was Galaxy Opal E. Jillian. I like 2-week seasons because you get a really good reward for playing the game for basically 2 weeks. And at the end of it, again, you got a good reward like E. Jillian. Really, really solid. And all you had to do was basically play the game, grind some challenges out, you got it. Again, moving to the next one, right? We saw some decent takeover rewards. And then you saw the Galaxy Opal Ray Allen. And then I do believe the last one was Russell Westbrook. I personally love the 2-week seasons. I feel like they can continue to do more with those type of things. Like, they don't have to all exactly be like the same thing where you great players along the way, you complete challenges, ultimate reward, you get a Galaxy Opal. Like, they can do different things with that in the future. I just like the 2-week seasons. Outside of the 2-week seasons, guys, I gotta be honest, we really didn't see too much. I feel like, this is when the ban waves really struck was in, season 4 of MyTEAM. And I feel like that's why I'm not super high on this season, right? Because the ban wave, nobody expected it hit. And then that followed by, the Spotlight Sim, which nobody could grind because they were banned. Like, in general, guys, I'm going to say it like this. If Season 4, nobody got banned, it might be in my best. It really might. But the bans just ruined everything because half the community was banned. Nobody could grind the Galactic Spotlights. The Stellar Packs came out the following week while everybody was banned. The ban wave is really what ruined Season 4. Outside of that, Season 4 was absolutely elite. Problem was, people were banned. So hopefully, moving into next year, 2K gives us more seasons like Season 4. Then we move on to Season 5, in which, as far as a level 40 reward with Tyler Hero, you see another not very good one. And this is when I'm fed up with MyTEAM at this point. Like, why are we continuing to get bad level 40 cards? As far as Season 5 in general, the best thing we basically saw during the season was the Radiant T-Mac. He ran the game from beginning to end. We also saw 16-bit KP. That's when we saw the Bracket Busters event for Kareem. We saw the Bracket Busters challenges. They were cool. Wish the ultimate reward would have been better than Pete. But during that, we saw a lot of daily content. And so that's what I can't really hate. Like, you get daily content and then you get a pick between the two cards. I actually didn't mind it. 2K tried something a little bit different. I didn't mind it. Obviously, your ultimate reward was the Galaxy Opal Glenn Rice, who really wasn't bad either. So I didn't hate that part of it. Obviously, Season 5, ban waves were a big part of it. People were still banned from Season 4, and so that kind of ruined things as well. But Season 5, I think, is going to go down for average for me. Wasn't the best, definitely not the worst. When we talk about the worst, what did we get in Season 6? Season 6 was horrible. So remember, Season 5, we got daily content. Season 4, we got the 2-week seasons. And honestly, guys, if the ban waves wouldn't have been happening, I'd honestly probably put Season 4 in best and Season 5 in good. Like, outside of the ban waves. The ban waves just kind of ruined it. Season 6, what did we see? What did we see? Sean Livingston was our only decent reward. Obviously, Steve Smith out of the vault was fine. What did we see in Season 6? We saw this whole playoff Evos concept that was just executed horribly, man. It was just executed horribly. Basically, out of packs, if you pull the Dark Matter, the odds are it was like from the playoff set, okay? And basically, 2K's mindset was, okay, we'll drop these, we'll give you daily content that are Evos. But it just was boring, right? And I think that's the best way to put it. It was boring. Like, these cars would get an Evo, but it wasn't that good of an Evo. It was just boring. There was no new content. It was just all Evos the entire season. It was boring. This is maybe the worst season in MyTEAM history. It was absolutely executed horribly. And the worst part is, the way I think about it is, they could have done so much with Season 6. Instead of giving us Evos, just give Moments cards out, right? They could have done so much more with it. It was executed horribly. Season 6, not one I even want to look back on. Season 7 then, 2K turned it up a notch, right? It's crazy that we went from Season 6 to Season 7. And I'm pretty sure, wasn't Season 7 the season we hardly saw anything in the blog? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But it ended up being a good season. You start with the Rick Smiths that was in RNG, absolutely. Artist was in Unlimited, absolutely elite. You know, you saw the Enfuego drop, which was, you know, pretty good in general. And then we saw so many different locker codes. We saw, you know, the Mellow locker code. Then we saw the Nuggets locker code during games. Then we got a Nuggets free locker code for a Dark Matter after they won the championship. You know, we just got so many different things. The Rush concept, like, honestly, in Season 7, was it executed great? No, okay? Man, then in Season 6, yeah, don't even get me started on the pay to win that was in Season 6 with Manu. I don't even want to talk about that. But Season 7, I mean, again, once we got past the whole Evos concept, you started seeing a little bit more. The Rush concept, again, you got 5 basically new Dark Matters. You got a random equal chance pack. It wasn't necessarily executed that well, but it was something new that was tried. Obviously, then June, my favorite month of probably the year when it came down to 2K content. You got a free Dark Matter every single day for a, 30-minute challenge. And then at the end of it, you saw you got a choice pack between KD, Bill Russell, Boncaro. Overall, man, it was just a great season. The next set was good as well. From top to bottom, Season 7, probably one of my favorite seasons ever. And that's with the Rush concept not even really being what it could have been, right? They kind of struck out on the Rush concept, but still, in general, was a solid season. And then you move to, you go from Season 7 to Season 8, right? So Season 7, I absolutely loved, right? I'm not even going to talk about Zion. He wasn't that great, but overall season, it was good. Then we go to Season 8, and Season 8 was absolutely horrible. It was horrible. Season 8 was no fun. It started here and ended here, right? The course of a month, and all we saw were packs. That is literally all we saw was packs. And the rewards were horrible, right? You want to talk about Season 8 rewards. There was no reward worth it at all. Rashard Lewis was supposed to get released. They put him on the database, and maybe one person in the entire world has him. I mean, Steph Curry's level 1 was good, but everything was copy and paste. Like, super bad. Like, it just was not fun at all. I don't care who you are. If you had fun in Season 8, I don't know what to tell you. It was not fun. The end games were copy and paste. There was no new content at all. It was a horrible season in general. And then Season 9, you see the end game super packs. I'm going to put it in bad. I mean, look, they did what they could have in Season 9. I mean, if they're not going to drop new content, it is what it is. Unlimited could have been better. Your rewards in general could have been better. But, I mean, it's Season 9. You get an option pack at level 40. Limited looks pretty fun. I mean, again, could be better. Could be a lot worse. That's my rankings for the seasons this year. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Where would you have Season 7? Where would you guys have, you know, Season 8, Season 6? To me, Season 7 was so fun, and it was surrounded by just horrible Season 8 and Season 6. Again, I would have liked Season 4 and 5 probably a lot more, but that's when the band waves were fresh, and that just kind of ruined the whole thing. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.